Hi guys, my name's Andrew Ogilvie and welcome back to the channel. We're going to be playing some more Club and Country and this is the Hamilton save. And we're starting off the episode where we finished up from the last episode, if I can actually spit it out. We were signing, I believe it's Leon King from Rangers. And you'll be glad to know that we actually do pick him up. And here's the price to pick him up at. I think it's $750 a wage and $2,000 signing bonus. Fantastic. £750 a week at 16-year-olds, a lot of money. Like, that's more than what I'm getting currently. I'm a civil engineer, if you don't know that. That's more than I am. Do you know what? Fair play to the guy. He swindled me out of money. But we're going on a buying spree. We're going to try and get some squad depth. So King was one. This guy Logan Chalmers, who was just a squad player. He's just to pick up to replace Templeton for the near future. And hopefully we'll be able to bring someone through with a wee bit more potential once we've got some money about us. Depending on where we finish in the league or if we can manage to make a couple more sales. So you can see we pick him up for virtually next to nothing. I can't really complain at that, like 800 a week, and then I think what's that, a 3,000 signing bonus. Absolutely fantastic deal. This is the good thing about Scottish footballers and building a Scottish league is you don't have. I've always played like English leagues, and then you end up with like, the inflated wages. The guys want to leave because they want more money. And we managed to pick those two guys up, and I was really confident going into the final. I thought the two signings were going to be fantastic for us, as I had a wee look and just showed that Templeton, the difference between Templeton and the new signing. Templeton's better than every sort of face stat, but the new signing does look pretty good at 20-year-old. He is 11 years younger, so there's room for growth and potential there. Hopefully we can help him fulfil his potential as we go into the cup final. And this was a big game for us. This could be our first chance at silverwear for this series and for Hamilton. And you know, I'm not really too familiar with Hamilton. I do keep up with my football, but I don't think they've won anything as of recent times. So this is a big day for the fans and for the team, and for me as well as a manager, being able to bring in these players and play with them. And a FIFA player. I'm playing with a team that's overachieved. We've won 4-0 in the last game, and I don't believe we deserve to win it based on our team. So this overachieving team, we went in with flying high hopes. We had a couple of new signings under our wing. I messed about, I had a wee tweak here and there. I put Winter up top and taken Anderson off. Decided just to give him a wee break, and we ended up bringing him on at the second half anyway. But we go from kickoff, and I usually work my way out wide all the time. And on the 18th minute, we come from a throw-in in the rain off right in the corner. Smith's taking the throw in the right mid, and he's just busting up the line. He gets a 1-2 from Patterson as he breaks up the line. And you can see that back post. You see it, I see it, everyone sees it. I deliver the ball in on a plate, and Templeton, come on. That's ridiculous. That's on a plate. You know, I probably should have taken a touch. I'm asking too much from a, I don't know what rating it is, like 63 rated player to be able to skip that first time. As we give the ball away at the halfway line, and it's a poor pass. I tried to pass it inside, and I just messed up my angles, and they go 1-0 up. But those were the first two chances of the game, and it's only 30 minutes in. We've got plenty of time to work our way back into it. We did have quite a lot of possession of the ball at this point, if I remember correctly, and I wasn't really too worried being 1-0 down. We did have, obviously I wasn't playing Anderson up top. I decided to give Winter a go because he scored in the last game. Just fresh legs, wasn't it? He just ran up the park and scored. So I thought the same, get him on, keep him sort of running about, knacker out that defence, and then we can bring on Anderson, who's got a wee bit less pace, but has got a wee bit better finishing. Like realistically, on his stats, he's a better finisher. We can't really complain at that. He is going to be better at it. And as we're closing down the angles, Patterson out here pressing, you already see what's happening. Look at how many players we've got in the box, and I tried to intercept that we want, and they slipped the ball past the keeper. And I don't know what to say to you guys. They had more players in the box than we did. I don't know why. I do have the guys on man mark in the CDM positions, but I think I'm going to have like stay back and drop back, and I'm going to have to mess about with my tactics because that's twice or three times now we've conceded goals with our CDMs just not being there. And Martin, do you know, I'm not really too keen on this Martin guy at midfield. It seems okay as Doig gets the ball and we slip it up the line. Chalmers, who I did sub on, and I've taken off Callahan, who was a wee bit tired, slips it to Temple, and it just doesn't put his foot out. If he puts his foot out, even gets a touch on that. I did hit the circle. It's not a case of I didn't hit it. He just didn't go for it, and I was really upset with him there. And do you know, overall, I didn't think he had a good game, Templeton, and Chalmers came on and I think he had a fantastic game. Everything he done was right. I couldn't have asked much more from the 20-year-old left midfielder Logan Chalmers. We picked him up from Dundee United. I wasn't really expecting too much from him, and he goes ahead and does cracking runs. And as we bring on Monroe, I think it was Smith taking off there. And I was just trying to get some fresh legs out wide, trying to give myself an angle, but 3-0 down with a mountain to climb. I really wasn't expecting much after that. That was pretty much the nail in the coffin in my opinion. I'm a good FIFA player, but at Legendary, considering how we were playing, I don't think I was going to get a comeback anytime soon. As Templeton manages to pick out Chalmers, like I said, he was finding space. The boy was absolutely fantastic. He bursts into the box and slots it past the keeper with his left foot. He's probably going to start starting for us, and he's a very strong backup player for Templeton for the time being, until he can sort of surpass him in a couple of stats, so that I can actually warrant using him, in my opinion. Like, I like the way that people play and feel. And Templeton with the 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, and he's got much better dribbling. He's just so much nicer to like nimble to nip in and out. But see that there, if he's going to keep performing and scoring goals like that, he's going to get game time, and we can't really complain from the new signing. Hopefully maybe keep him for a wee while, actually. Being 20 years old, maybe keep him for 4 or 5 years. And I would like to keep him until we get to the top, if he's got enough potential in him, as they bust the ball through. And it was just inevitable. Every time they seem to get up the park, they scored. And this one here was the nail in the coffin completely. I thought with one goal coming back I was going to be able to get back into it, and they put me in my misery late on. Was it the 86th minute there, roughly? And it's the same again, midfield not dropping back. Look at how many players they've got in the box. They've got 3 to our 2. He could have slipped it wide. He could have gave it back to the boy that gave it to him. There's a lot of options there for them. But that was us. I was done and dusted. I knew I wasn't going to win, and I think that actually helped myself with Isaac Twom. What a name! That's a great name. I like the W. It gives it a wee twang, doesn't it? Isaac Tom scoring the goal for I still can't pronounce that. Is it? I don't know. I'm not going to even attempt. I'd butcher it and probably offend someone. But as we break up the line, Chalmers again busting up the line. He just seemed to be really good at doing that, finding the position. And Anderson subbed on roughly about 70th minute, and he scores a goal, picks it up, and Chalmers just made that look so easy, busting up the line, cuts it across. The nail was in the coffin. I wasn't going to win, but it did give me a little bit of hope. So I started putting the pressure on, making rash tackles, trying to win the ball off them, and I just couldn't seem to get it. As you can see, I'm putting the team press on, and the guys just when you've got a better team, when you're playing against a better team and you're trying a team press, they're just better than you. There's nothing you can do about it. Your players don't close down as fast, and they can knock the ball about much better than you can. And when we get beat 4-2, I was actually glad to see the end of that game, because it was actually quite a stressful game coming the end of it, especially when we went 3-1. Was it 4-1? Sorry, 4-1 down. That was me. I was done, and I was so done I didn't even watch the celebrations. I was so upset with myself and how I performed that. As you can see there, they had 5 shots on target and they scored, and we had 3. So do you know what I mean? They had more shots, they had more possession. They did deserve to win. I'm not going to sit here and say that I just lost because I was bad. They won because they were better, and I was bad. I suppose that's one way to look at it. And as you can see here, we come back to quite a lot of stuff happening. But Champions Trophy, the guys are absolutely fantastic. The board of directors thinking we've done great with the club to get them so far. But I just sort of thought I'd leave this in just to show you who we've got on getting scouted, and people that have, in my mind, are good players that have a wee bit of potential. Lewis Ferguson, Ryan Porteous, 2 top tier Scottish players for potential wise, but they're well out of my budget. Realistically, the 2.6 million and 3 point something whatever it was for Lewis, it's well out of my budget. But as you can see, I wasn't really too happy with how it was going, so we got a transfer offer in for our centre half, our Australian centre half, Stanger, is that how you say it? Yep. And as you can see in the bottom corner, he sold, which I then checked the budget straight away. 1 million in the budget, 5k in the wage, and we went straight in. Elliot Anderson, was straight on the target. We picked him up for less than the valuation for him. He's a 1 million valued or something like that, and we got him for like 930, was it? And we moved straight into trying to sign the guy. And this was just a squad player, 62-17. He's got some good potential about him, and we managed to pick him up and agree a good deal for him. And Well, that's going to wrap it up. In the next episode, we're going to be taking our first step in the league. I don't know who it's against, but we'll figure that out. But if you like this episode, give us a wee like and subscribe, and a wee like and a follow. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, where we hopefully get this guy a wee game. Bye!